the backcountry style. Searching for treasure yet untold, up and down the creeks for his gold, and it's mine or bust, mine or bust, mine or bust, because it's in his blood and that's what a miner does. Just like the gold rushers of old, who live and died for their gold, with picks, packs, shovels, rifles in hand, up and down the creeks of the backcountry land. It's mine or bust, mine or bust, mine or bust, because it's in his blood and that's what a miner does.
Last time on Miner or Bust.
Just say no. You bringing treasure? Oh, you brought treasure. What do you need treasure for? Let me find the golden kind instead of the rusty kind.
Well, Josh has always had a thing for finding old rusty metal. But it's time for us to get back to work and look for a little bit of that golden kind. We worked hard for many days in this old sample site, which was still proving up some pretty nice golds.
I don't know why I'm hiking out this early. Now I got talked into this.
Now it's time to head back into the claim. We quickly set up camp and get everything organized and get a few chores out of the way.
That takes care of our firewood situation. A little coffee break here. I'll let Josh haul the wood up to camp.
Trying to dry out Josh's sleeping bags here. Been raining quite a bit lately. It's been making its way through the tarp and dripping down on the inside. I pushed the tarp back on the inside. But up in here, looks like a black bear decided he wanted to crawl right over our shack. So he put holes right over the top. With camp settled and the firewood out of the way, we decided to spend the rest of the day down along the creek for a little exploring and a little paddling. You just can't beat sitting along a creek out in the wilderness, just enjoying all the sights and the sounds and the nature around, with a little gold to finish your day. Well, this will be our new sample site back in here. Let's clean some of the brush out of the way. I'm sure Josh is thinking about the easy gold we were on the last time we were here. Well, we're opening up this sample site here. Hopefully, in the front here, there's a big bedrock knoll. Hopefully there's a downside in here. There could be a possibility of an old pool or something running through here. A lot of sandy gravel mix in here. I've never seen this in this area this high up. So it'd be interesting to see what's underneath all this. But yeah, either way, we picked this spot. We'll dig down as far as we can and see what's up with it. It's definitely got me interested. Well, I need to head on out and go meet a young fella named Jordan. He's been expressing a lot of interest with me about gold prospecting. So me and Brutus meet up with him and take him out to one of my little claims. He's pretty new to prospecting, but I'm sure he's going to really enjoy this little claim. There's some pretty nice golds up in this area, so I'm sure it won't take him long to get totally addicted to gold prospecting. Jordan's well on his way, so we'll just leave him be to watch over this claim and enjoy his adventure. Over the years, I've done a pretty good job at giving people gold fever. But this has to be one of my best jobs of passing along the fever in a lifetime of adventure.
Oh, hello
I'm out here on my claim for about 5 or 6 days here. I'm out with Tommy, the fellow there that won the prospecting contest. I've done a bit of sniping in the canyon, had a little bit of luck. Now we're down in here running the high bankers and camping out here in the old shack. Yeah, just wait for some coffee to brew here. This section of the old river channel is known as a boulder garden, and boulder gardens can be a great place to find good gold.
Holy cow, that's quite a bit. Oh, shit.
Not only is Tommy a good worker, but he's a good friend, and he's moved on to stake his own claims. Well, we're back out on the claim, and it's time for me to pass on a little more fever. We're out with a fella from Alberta named Josh. This should be interesting. I don't think I've ever met such an upbeat, positive fella. Josh and Josh quickly got along and got to work right away. We also brought out a new high banker, which I built for Josh. I'm sure he's more than happy to have a gift that keeps on giving. They work hard throughout the day in this old sample site, which holds some really nice gold. I've always been good at taking the fever to the next level, and I'm sure when Josh leaves here, he'll never be the same. Even young Josh seems to have a little extra kick in his step. Well, the two work hard through the rest of the day, and it's time to do their cleanup.
Still so heavy, eh? And it's all black sands in there already. I think they did a good job catching it.
Well, it's always nice when you're on some good gold. But there seems to be a little change in young Josh as well. Gold's pretty clean. A little bit of black sand. Not enough to really affect the measurements. Yeah, 1.5 grams. It's the beginning to a new day, and Big Josh was mentioning he hasn't had such a good night's sleep in a long time.
Oh man, is it ever hot out. Josh and Josh there decided to take off down to the creek, escape the heat of the day. Maybe I should have done the same thing. But I really want to get this sample hole here dug. Well, we just managed to start hitting some rock down there. A little better than 6 foot. Layers changed to heavy rock. I need to take a break here before we finish opening this up and seeing if it's the old river but just another layer. Well, we managed to hit the old river down here. Pulled a sample pan off the top. Found a pretty good trace of gold considering we're just on the top of the old river. Whew. Tell you, the heat's just been killing me today. It's nice and cool down in the hole, but eventually you gotta come out of it. Yeah, I'm gonna fill a couple buckets up here and take them back to camp and then pan them out and see what we find. Yeah, nothing comes easy. Gold prospecting. Don't want to overload these too much. Here we go. Oh, I tell you, after a hard day digging, sure nice to just be able to sit here and go through my sample buckets, do a little panning, cool off and dry off a bit. It's sweating pretty good today. Yeah, sample hole is looking pretty good. Definitely the old river. It's all the same rock. Damn, horseflies are out. Yeah, it's all the same material. Trace of gold. Should have probably dug that hole a little bit wider. Getting a little tight in there. But I'm liking what I'm seeing anyway. So it's definitely what we're after.
The beginning to another day, and it's already getting pretty warm out. Josh and Josh decide to beat the heat and head back down to the creek.
Bigger pieces than the last one. That's pretty good though.
I'll spend my day down in this sample hole. There's 3 large rocks down in the bottom, and I'd really like to clean it up and send Josh home with some pretty good gold. I can't think of anything worse than running into a round, smooth, large rock. They sure are hard to move. Here's hoping there's some good gold underneath it.
Oh, hope it's worth it. Oh. Oh, Rick. Oh, managed to get the 3 boulders out of here. They're locked in pretty good. Whew. A little hot today. I'm gonna sit down and have a coffee here. De-rock this corner and clean it out and see. Hopefully there's some pickers in here. Make all that effort worth it. Whew. Well, after a quick coffee, sitting in the shade, we de-rock, make a stockpile of gravel, and we're ready to run. Well, this is the first time I've ran this high banker, and I'm sure liking it. Job well done.
Yeah, pickers are always the best, eh?
I like it when you can hear them. Hey? Yeah. It's pretty nice. A lot of work into that. Jeez. It's a good looking pan, eh?
Yeah, can't go wrong with that.
Yeah. 2 yards of material. Good floating pretty good, eh?
It's funny.
Yeah.
Cabs out of oil, eh?
Just sucks to it. Good reason not to pan on the edge of the creek, not to finish in the creek, eh?
Well, looks like moving them boulders was worth the effort. We settle in for our last night, and with the gold found, I'm sure it'll make for a good night. Well, we're on the last day of our trip out here with Josh and Josh. Everybody had a good time. Found some not bad gold. But yeah, we gotta leave a little earlier today, so we're all just mucking around. Josh and Josh are down there playing on the creek again, which works out good for me. I don't mind prospecting the creek, but in all reality, the mining's to be done in the bush, so I prefer to dig sample holes rather than sit on the creek that I can't mine. But yeah, so we'll just waste the last bit of our day here. I'm just gonna sit in this old sample hole here, got it to a false bedrock layer. And I'm just gonna pick off the bottom layer here and do a little
a little hydrating on my sample hole and pack a bucket down and do a little bit of panning, and might find the odd nice flake, maybe the odd picker, you never know. But yeah, all in all, we all had a good trip, and I'm sure Josh will go back with a few good stories and some good memories.
These old channels sure do prove up some pretty nice golds. We just sit back the rest of the day and talk about prospecting and the future of a mine. Of course, the last sample bucket of the day proved good in gold. We all enjoyed each other's company, and it was great to meet Josh and show him the claim. But it's time for us to head on out of here and go on another little adventure. Other than prospecting, I just can't think of a better way to spend a day than sitting out on a lake and just enjoying all the sights and the sounds. We all just enjoy a peaceful day. Till next time, take care out there.
He's a man of the backcountry wild. He's a man with a backcountry style. Searching for treasure yet untold. Up and down the creeks for his gold. And it's mine or bust. Mine or bust. Mine or bust, because it's in his blood, and that's what a miner does. Just like the gold rushers of old, who live and died for their gold. With picks, packs, shovels, rifles in hand, up and down the creeks in the backcountry land. It's mine or bust. Mine or bust. Mine or bust, because it's in his blood, and that's what a miner does.